Hello, everybody. It is good to see you. It is Thursday, January 5th at 12:30 p.m. And I am Annie Brock, President and CEO of the Leader Transition Institute. I am here today to talk with you for a few minutes about changing focus, moving from we to me. It is a free program that our organization offers to service members, veterans, and military spouses who are moving from from military service into the civilian sector. We are a 501c3 organization based in Harford County, Maryland, north of Baltimore, and we serve globally across the United States and also around the world. Changing Focus, Moving from We to Me is a 4-day interactive, hands on virtual transition program that supplements the Department of Defense mandated programs. The Department of Defense transition program exists because people who do not draw military retirement income, if they don't get a job when they get out of the military, are eligible to file for unemployment in the state in which they are located. And what happens then is that each of the states files back with the Department of Defense to get their money back. In the 2010 timeframe, that meant that the Department of Defense paid $1 billion back to the states. And over the time of the military transition programs being in existence, they've cut that money to about 50% of that. However, what that means is that they focus on how to teach military people leaving the service. They teach them how to do a resume, how to use LinkedIn, how to wear a suit, how to go to a job interview, do a job interview, how to access their VA benefits, and those kinds of things. It's very focused on specifically finding you a job. What my team and I have discovered, and I realized it first when I developed this program 6 years ago, is that one of the hugest areas, maybe the biggest area that military veterans struggle with when they leave the military service is their mindset. And so what we do in Changing Focus is we focus first on mindset. We help you understand why change is hard, how that happens in your brain, and give you some tips and tricks to deal with it. We also spend a whole day helping you develop and articulate your purpose statement, create a vision plan to go with that, and a vision statement. The vision plan is based off your vision statement, and we help you start to set goals for the next 3 to 5 years from the time period that you go through Changing Focus to help you move forward. We also paint because we found out that painting is a great metaphor for transition. And some of the paintings that you see over my shoulder are some of the paintings that we have done in Changing Focus, Moving from We to Me. We talk about finances. We talk about life insurance and all kinds of things, all the finance issues that are important for you to consider as you go through your military transition. We also spend an afternoon spent talking about communication. Everybody who comes through Changing Focus does a DISC personality assessment before they come. We provide the link and it's done online. It will take you about 10 or 15 minutes. And what we do on Saturday afternoon is you learn about connecting with people. You learn about DISC, about the DISC personality styles. You learn how to recognize those cues in other people. And when you're finished with one of our cohorts, you will have the opportunity to schedule your own 1-hour individual debrief on your personal report. We go from there to finish up on Sunday morning with a 2-hour session, 2.5 hour session, talking about intentional living a purposeful life. That is another key to a successful transition. On Friday evening, we have an optional session, and that is to learn how to do advanced networking on LinkedIn. I am a LinkedIn expert. don't talk about it too often outside of Changing Focus, but I am a LinkedIn expert on how to network and how to maximize the platform. If you are looking to grow your network, to find yourself a job, or even if you are developing a business and want to learn how to use LinkedIn to develop your business, to find clients, potential customers, I can help. The things that I teach you will help you do that. So we do that on Friday night as a group. And then on Saturday evening, our optional session is individual resume reviews and LinkedIn profile reviews in the group setting. Because what I have learned over time is that everybody can learn from everyone else's mistakes, because there are some common mistakes that show up and then some not so common mistakes sometimes on resumes and LinkedIn profiles. And it's important for you to know that. One of the things that you have to understand, I'm sure you do understand, is that in the time of a military career, you have not done a resume. You haven't needed it. You haven't had to go to a job interview. So you don't necessarily understand how people perceive your communication. Those are all things that we do, specialized, and we are all, the people who teach it, we are all human behavior consultants and experts in what we do. If you have any questions, I hope that you will put them in the chat. Zachary French, I see that your connection is slow. So hopefully you'll go back and look at the recording, whichever platform that you're on. I'm sorry that you aren't doing, can't do that. Make sure that if you have questions that you put them in the chat. I am going to put the link to register in the chat. Let me explain a little bit about our application process. As I said, the program is free, but you can, what you need to do is you need to go to the link that I just put into the chat. Click there, fill out the application form that comes up. And after you've done that, it's going to send you to a page where you're going to get a link to sign up for a Changing Focus introductory session. We do not send you a box of supplies until you have completed a Changing Focus introductory session and sent back your commitment forms. So for the January session, which is the last weekend in January, you have to get your application in and complete your introductory session no later than Thursday, January 19th. We send the boxes by priority mail, so they go pretty quickly, but we can't count on just 2 to 3 days. So if you have any questions, I'm just going to hang here for a second. Please put them in the chat so that I can answer them. If you don't get a chance to see this live, please put your questions in the comments that are with the post, and I will answer them then. Either that, or you can private message me, reach out to me on LinkedIn to connect with me. I look forward to talking with you, to helping you go through the cohorts. One of the things about that we do differently at the Leader Transition Institute is that Changing Focus isn't a one and done thing. We stay connected with you afterwards. We provide monthly training and coaching sessions that are live streamed. Maybe you've caught one of those on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, or I've seen one of them on our YouTube channel. We provide those on a monthly basis. We will also continue to work with you on your resume for free until it's done. So thank you for spending just a few minutes with me today. I look forward to answering your questions, and I look forward to seeing you in a Changing Focus cohort. See you then. Bye-bye.